to my channel. I have 3 lovely card stacks here, and this reading is going to be about who is thinking about you and what do they want to say. So before I get started, I just have a few announcements in regards to my channel and how these readings work. So I'm going to be away until after the 16th, and I'm not going to have any videos uploaded until sometime mid-month. And it's because I'm leaving, I'm going away, I'm out of the country. I'll be celebrating my 20th wedding anniversary, and that's a huge milestone for us, so we're going to be gone for a while. In addition to that, these readings are general, so they're not going to connect with everybody watching. So I also want to say, don't try to make it fit. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and that's okay. You could always visit, my other pick a card readings and maybe see if there's messages somewhere else there on my playlist. You could always, visit me another time and see if I might have a reading that will connect for you later. And there's always so many pick a card readings and tarot readers out there on YouTube. I'm sure it'll connect. You'll find something that'll connect somewhere for you. In addition to that, these are timeless, okay? So they can apply literally whenever the universe nudges you to watch. So again, I'll say if it doesn't connect right now, it may connect later down the road, maybe 3-4 months from now, right? So, and if you feel led to pick more than one stack, by all means, go ahead and do so. If you want to pick 1 or 2 or all 3, by all means, that's totally okay. It's whatever you feel led to do, all right? So I'm going to get right to it. I'm going to move the herb out of the way, the owl as well. We'll come back to those later. Now, these little cards here, okay, they do have meanings. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if somehow they apply to the reading as we go on. Okay, I'm going to start with who is thinking about you. These are archetype cards. So we kind of want to get a personality trait or a character trait, right, to see who it is. And then we'll get to the tarot and the other cards. Who is thinking about stack number 1? A mentor. Okay, it says passing on wisdom and refining a student's character. There's a shadow attribute. It says inability to allow the student to move on to the role of master, imparting false instruction. All right, so we'll see what aspect applies, right? So this could be somebody older than you, I'm thinking. Somebody older, could be a family member, could be a romantic partner. It doesn't necessarily have to be older, but maybe someone who's mature, okay, in their personality, someone who knows things, okay, somebody educated, I'm thinking. So let's get more information. Who is thinking about you? Okay, the 7 of Cups. All right. So I feel like mentors usually try to help or shadow somebody, right? Or they try to guide somebody and provide wisdom. But part of me feels like this 7 of Cups is this person. Where normally they have all the answers, the 7 of Cups kind of creates illusion or confusion or fantasy about the situation, right? So I feel like this person could be fantasizing about you. I feel like normally this person, this is a person who usually has their head on straight, okay, with this mentor ability that they have, or ability to find guidance in things, in situations, and also offer guidance to people, where normally this person is able to guide people. Now they're confused, okay? We all go through that. We struggle to find or follow our own advice. So I'm wondering if this person who normally is so level-headed is now confused in some way about you and the situation, all right? When I think of mentor, I think of anybody who usually wants to help, okay? Somebody usually wants to help, somebody who's always there to give you advice. Could be a friend, family member, someone who gives you the shoulder to lean on and the support that you need, okay? So it's not giving us like detail as far as who this is, but in general, it's somebody who's normally there for you, okay? Or somebody that you look up to, right? Somebody who usually provides guidance for you or to you when needed. Somebody who normally supports you, okay? Could be an older person, maybe not. But I'm thinking that this person who's normally so level-headed, normally has all the answers, suddenly feels confused, all right? And has their head up in the clouds. That's what the Seven of Cups is about. And a lot of times they don't know, with this card, they don't really know where they stand, okay? So I feel like this person doesn't know where they stand with you. Because the Seven of Cups is an energy that, it's illusion. It's, there's no really solid footing. There's no solid foundation. So it's like castles built on sand. They don't know where they stand. They don't know how things are going to develop. And it is about choices as well and feeling overwhelmed. So the person who's thinking about you is somebody who feels overwhelmed in this situation because they don't know where they stand. They don't know if this is real or if this is fantasy, if it's illusion, if they have a solid foundation with you or something that they can build upon, okay? They also might be struggling with how to approach you. Like I said, normally where they're so level-headed and so sure of themselves, because you have to feel confident in yourself in order to be a support for someone else, right? You have to be strong in order to be that strength for somebody else. So I feel like normally where they're so strong, there's some kind of weakness, okay, that they feel in the situation in regards to you. All right? So I think I'm gonna take one of these little cards to get a little bit more information. Okay, so there's some kind of jealousy, all right? Somebody who is envious or jealous of something in the situation, okay? Sometimes with this little card could be a three-party, all right? So, and a three-party, doesn't always have to mean a third person. It could mean a situation or, sometimes, I guess if you want to think about it in a negative aspect, it would be like, okay, well, this person is too hyper-focused on work, or they have an addiction, or, it's these outside forces that get in the way between me and this person, So it's not always a third party, but I'm wondering if the person who's thinking about you and fantasizing about you really with that Seven of Cups doesn't know where they stand in this situation between you and another person or you and something else, okay? Because of this. So it's almost like the person thinking about you is like watching from the sidelines. They're watching you being happy in some way, and they're fantasizing about you. They think about you. They want you in their life in some way. I'm wondering if just from this, if they're not in your everyday life right now, maybe there's a separation or lack of communication, because look at the guy in the background. He's watching from a distance. So I feel like the person who's thinking about you is watching from afar. All right, could be a secret admirer, could be somebody, that you walked away from. Okay. Let's get one more card. I feel like you're living your best life and this person is still in their head about you or the situation and just wishing they can be part of that. Okay, so there's like a decision here or a crossroads. They're at a crossroads with you in the situation, I feel. It's almost like with this card, they don't know which way to go with this situation. Maybe that's why the Seven of Cups is about, choosing and options and choices and being overwhelmed by choice, right? So the Two is a card of choice. You have to decide which way to go. Am I going to go left? Am I going to go right? Which way do I take? right? So I feel like this person who's thinking about you doesn't know which way they want to go with you, or they're watching at a distance, they're seeing you happy, they don't know if they want to approach you, they're fantasizing about you in the meantime. I feel like they're struggling to move on, because with the Two of Wands, it is about moving, choosing your direction and following through with it, okay? So, okay, let's find out what they would want to say. Okay, let's find out what they would want to say. And, I have several card stacks here to choose from, I guess, to choose from whatever I'm led to choose from, really. But I feel like this is more of a love reading, so I think I'm going to take the romance angels to say, what would they want, what do they want to say to you? There's somebody thinking about you, and they have something to say, so what is it that they want to say? I also want to say real quick with the Two of Wands, it's a pivotal moment. Like, you can go left, you can go right. You have to decide your path moving forward. I don't know. I'm just getting the vibe that they want to move on, but they don't know how. Okay, so let's see what would they want to say to you. What is it that they want to say to you? They're attracted to you. Okay. There's an attraction there. Okay, there's romantic love here, it says. They enjoy you. They enjoy the good times with you. Okay. They're attracted to you. So there's this physical attraction here, and I feel like they can't shake the attraction. They try, but they can't. All right, that's why they're fantasizing about you. That's why they're struggling to move forward or choose a path moving forward. That's why they maybe look at you from afar and feel this jealousy. Normally, they're so, with their head on straight, and they're able to be a support and a strength for others. They're altruistic maybe in some way, and it's like normally they're so level-headed and strong and provide guidance for others, and it's like, here's the one time when it comes to you, they don't know how to guide themselves. Okay, if that makes sense. But they are attracted to you. They would want to tell you, I feel like, how they feel towards you. If they could, they would tell you how attracted they are to you, how they feel for you, according to that card. But let's get some more information. And I'm sorry for my raspy voice. Like, literally, I just woke up not too long ago, and I wanted to get this reading out for you before I start packing. All right, the Ten of Swords. Oh boy. Okay, what would they say if they could? I feel like they would tell you that they feel betrayed. And you know what? It makes sense here with this jealousy card, right? This jealousy card showing a three-party, somebody watching from a distance, watching you living your best life. And I think they feel betrayed, like maybe you left them. You left them for somebody else, maybe. The Ten of Swords does speak of betrayal, and it does speak of, major letdowns and disappointments and feeling like they can't get up. And remember when I said over here with the Two of Wands, there's a struggle to make a choice or struggle to move forward, right? It could be because of this 10. The swords are still on their back and they're struggling to pull them out, like figuratively, okay? There's a strong chemistry, though, between you, and they've struggled to move forward from the attraction. Okay, and they would tell you that if they could. They would tell you that they feel betrayed, that they feel let down, that they're heartbroken, that they're disappointed, yet there's this crazy attraction to you, and they struggle to move forward from that. Now, this could be a friend. This could be a friend who secretly loves you or has an affection for you on a deeper level than just friendship, okay? A friend who maybe wants something romantic, and I say friend because that mentor, okay, whenever you think of somebody who's supportive, you think of a friend, you think of somebody who can lean on and, tell you it's going to be okay, like that kind of energy from this right here. So, I don't know, for some of you, that's not going to apply to every you. For some of you, I think that this is somebody who was always a friend fantasizes and wishes for something more, is watching you be happy, living your best life. And they're watching on the sidelines, okay? But I feel like if they could tell you, they just have this connection to you. And they're struggling right now. I think that's what they would tell you as well, that they're struggling. Okay, so you know what, I feel like, yeah, okay, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take one of these to see what else would they say to you. What else would they say? Oh, okay, again, the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords feels betrayal, and then you have the falseness. Okay, the falseness is, you know, basically showing us that things aren't always what they seem. Okay, that people and situations aren't always what they seem. So I'm looking at this like, I don't know if the person feels that maybe there was some deception there, okay? Because they feel betrayed, and they would tell you that if they could. They feel betrayed, and they feel that you weren't honest with them in some way. I'm also looking at this like, they would say that they couldn't figure you out, okay? Because cats are usually very mysterious creatures. And I feel like they couldn't figure you out. And maybe that's why I was getting the vibe up here that they didn't know where they stood with you. You know, and this could be vice versa, okay? Keep that in mind. These energies could be vice versa. Maybe this is what you feel if you could, what you would say to them, you know? Maybe it's the other way around. Maybe they betrayed you. Maybe you felt like you couldn't figure them out. So let's get more information. What would they say if they could? All right, see, that falls in line with the attraction card, okay? Because this Six of Cups is not an energy that you can easily get out of. It's like, it's a soulmate, it's a kindred spirit connection. It's one of those connections where you feel an affinity towards them. There is this link, okay? It's nostalgia. It's something on a deeper soul level, okay? A lot of times this speaks of nostalgia and thinking about the person, missing the person. So I honestly feel like with this, they're saying that they miss you, okay? They really do miss you. They're nostalgic. They think about you. They think back on the good times with this card, but then also are remembered by the bad times too, the good and the bad. But it doesn't matter, because there were good times, there were bad times between you. But either way, they still have this love, okay? Love and attraction. Here's the love and attraction, okay? They still have that. Despite the way it went down, there is this love, okay? And I feel like if they could tell you that, they would. That they think about you often with the Six of Cups. They still have feelings for you. Their love runs deep. And it's not anything that they can really disentangle themselves from, because it is a deeper connection, okay? And if it's almost like I'm hearing from the Six of Cups, if they could offer the love and they knew you would take it, they would. Because whenever you see the Six of Cups, it's a child offering another child a cup. So it's like they wish they could give you the love. And I'm hearing have it reciprocated, okay? But part of me feels like you already are doing your own thing. You're, trying to be happy, living your best life, okay? So I'm going to grab one of these and then a final oracle card, and I'm going to close this up. These are so awkward to shuffle because of the shape of the card, but let's see what we get. I was hoping one would just fly out because it's easier that way, but I'm going to pull from the middle, I think. All right, so let's see what we got. All right. Life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. You will be surprised where it leads. I feel like this person is trying to do that and struggling, okay, because that Two of Wands and the Seven of Cups together speaks of, not really knowing which way to go and struggling to move on. So I feel like this person does need to go with the flow. I feel like you're already going with the flow. You're trying not to think about this person. You're trying to move on. Like I said, you're trying to be happy. You're trying to live your best life. But I get the sense that there is a connection here. You may still feel it for them. They might still feel it for you. But part of me is thinking that you're moving forward. Okay. And the Ten of Swords speaks of endings and completions. All right. So something ended here between you. And again, that friendship vibe is confirmed with the Six of Cups in this mentor energy. Okay. So I don't know if there was a friendship that, recently went downhill or something like that, or a betrayal in a friendship, or maybe a friend who wanted to be a lover and it just didn't work out, or something like that. But this person does love you. They do miss you. They do feel betrayed or sad or disappointed by the way things went down. And if they could tell you that, they would. Okay. So we have focused intention. Keep your unwavering thoughts, feelings, and actions focused on your target and you will make the mark. Whoa. I don't know why I feel like this energy is coming from the other person. Okay. I feel like they're hyper focused on you. And they're hoping that maybe setting the intention that you would come back or you would make amends or whatever will fix the situation or would heal the situation, okay? They really are focused on you. And they really are thinking about you. So it's like, I feel like you're the target, right? Because it says actions or thoughts, feelings, actions focused on your target and you will make your mark. So I feel like they're hyper focused on you. They think about you a lot. I feel like they're setting intentions maybe, or trying to manifest you coming back or something like that. Because with the Six of Cups, it does speak of returning, like exes returning back into your life, or people who you have had strong connections with returning into your life again somehow, or making their way back around. And we are technically approaching a Mercury retrograde. So during that time, we can feel nostalgic about lost loves and, people who used to be in our life. And sometimes exes do find their way back during Mercury retrogrades. So I could see, how this Diana card would apply in that sense. Maybe they intend to try to get you back or win you back. Like you're their target, okay? So stack number 1, people, I hope this connects for you. I'm going to clean this up. I'm going to take a sip of water and I'm going to get this. Okay, stack number 1, people, I'm so sorry I didn't incorporate this into your reading because it actually does apply, okay? So mushrooms, when you consider mushrooms, they could either be poisonous or they could be medicinal, all right? They could be good for you. They could be very bad for you. So I feel like this is the energy of that Seven of Cups, okay, in regards to them and the way that they were feeling, all right? Like up in the air. They're at a crossroads, at a pivotal moment. They really can't decide, okay? This does also speak of doubt. And it's because when you go foraging for mushrooms and picking them, you have to be really careful, all right? You can question yourself. Is this a good mushroom or is this a bad mushroom? Is this a poison one or one that I can eat, okay? So there is that vacillating back and forth. And we felt that in the what they're thinking about you too, because we have the energy of attraction, right? We had the energy of attraction. So they love you, okay? They have this affinity for you. But at the same time, there's this Ten of Swords. It's so contradictory, okay? It's like a thin line between love and hate. I love you, but I'm mad at you. I love you, but I'm upset with you. That kind of thing. So I think that is the vacillating I'm feeling from the mushroom, okay? And it's a thing that if you consider how mushrooms can be a nuisance when people, mow their lawns and then they, have an infestation of mushrooms growing everywhere, right? It's like, and then they get rid of the mushrooms and then they keep growing back. So it's almost one of those things like where in their mind, they're trying to get rid of this connection, but it keeps coming back. Okay, the attraction is still there. It doesn't go away. No matter how much they try, it doesn't go away. And it's creating an unhealthy vibe for them because they can't get out of this loop, I feel. It can also feel like a problem to them, you know. So that is how this little card ended up resonating for you. I'm so sorry I didn't include that in there, but I hope you stuck around to watch me incorporate it into your reading now. Okay, stack number 2. You chose the herb. I'm going to put this little card here. I will incorporate it into your reading to see if somehow it applies. I won't forget this time. I forgot for stack number 1, but I ended up adding a little clip to explain it to them, so it's all good. This is your tarot deck, but in order to find out who is thinking about you, right, I want to use this archetype deck because it's going to give us some personality traits of the person, and then I'll pull from the tarot, okay? So, who is thinking about stack number 2? Those who chose stack number 2, who is thinking about you? Oh, it says Virgin, maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit. Shadow attribute, fear of intimate union. So either somebody, and we'll figure it out, either somebody who has a fear of intimacy or somebody who is actually pure of heart and who has good intentions as well. Okay, so let me grab your tarot and let's get some more information. Let's get more information in regards to who this energy is. Virgin doesn't necessarily have to be a female. No genders here. Not gender specific. It's just about their personality. Alright, so who is thinking about you? The 7 of Pentacles. Alright, so I feel like this person has done a lot of evaluation, okay, of the situation between you, because the 7 of Pentacles does speak of, it does speak of looking at a situation from every angle and trying to figure it out, okay, and then cutting away things that no longer serve or suit the growth of a situation. So I feel like the person who is thinking about you is somebody who's a hard worker, okay? They work hard because the 7 of Pentacles does speak of toil and labor. So they work hard. They're trying to build themselves up. They're a person who wants to succeed, who maybe works hard and doesn't leave enough time or energy to create connections. And maybe that's why it says the fear of intimate union. So this person, I feel, could be really focused on work and building themselves up to the point that they're not leaving enough space for relationships to grow. All right, so that could be anyone, really. It could be a friend, you know, a lover, or whatever situation it is. A family member even, you know. It could be somebody that you want to spend time with and they just don't have it because they're so busy doing other things, and they don't really have time to make intimate connections or to forge friendships or relationships. I know this is not the Hermit, okay, but part of me gets that vibe with this. They just keep to themselves. They keep to themselves is what I'm getting from this. So let's get a little bit more information here. Who's thinking about stack number 2 person? Okay, so yeah, and you know what? This little misfortune card is about obstacles and challenges that someone might face. So part of me feels like the person who's thinking about you, they think about you, right? But in their life right now, they're going through things. So it's like they're keeping their distance. They have good intentions for you. I feel like there is love there. Um, and maybe part of me feels like they're protecting you because of all the stuff that they're going through. It's like I can't dedicate my time to forging a friendship or relationship or anything like that when I got so much crap going on in my life that I'm trying to reevaluate here with the Seven of Pentacles. I have so many ups and downs with this little misfortune card. I can't. It's better to keep my distance, right? It says fear of intimate union. So keep my distance from you than drag you into my mess. Okay? That's what I'm getting from it. Because I have a lot of work to do on myself right now. Like that's the kind of vibe I'm getting from this, and that's kind of like what they would say to you too, and I haven't even gotten that far. Okay? But there's something going on in their life that is forcing them to make changes or cut things out or away, to reevaluate their situation so that way they can see what it's almost like an opportunity for growth, right? Like whatever they're going through right now is forcing them to grow. I also want to say forcing them to heal, okay? Because this herb card does speak of, medicine and healing. Okay? Something holistic. So I feel like whoever this person is thinking about you, they're keeping their distance because they're trying to heal their situation. They're trying to heal themselves. They're trying to work on themselves. And I think part of that self-care that they're experiencing right now is why they don't want to get intimate or they don't want to get close. But it's more like they want to protect you from it too. So I do think whoever's thinking about you is somebody who has your best intentions at heart, honestly, in the midst of what they're going through. So let's get more information on who this person is. The Four of Wands. Okay. This could be, I'm going to put them in like order by size. The Four of Wands is a spiritual connection sometimes, okay? It's like an 11-11 card. So I could see that as, a soulmate connection. I could see that as somebody who could be a twin flame, okay, if you subscribe to that idea. But it's definitely somebody who there's a connection with, okay? There is a foundation with them. Whoever this is, you know them, and there's a foundation there that you've already built between you. I also feel like this person could be evaluating that dynamic between you as well. Like you've had some obstacles in that situation. This could also be your energy as well. Like it could be reversed. So I just have to throw that out there because sometimes that it does apply the other way around. So I feel like they're evaluating the foundations, or they're looking at the foundations of the situation, because there has been some strife or some struggle there, whether that be their own life or the relationship, okay, or the situation between you. The Four of Wands is such a stable, steady energy, right? And it's things that are built upon that aren't easily shaken, okay? But I feel like there's something this person is experiencing that's forcing them to make adjustments, all right, in that dynamic. So they're adjusting to something in their life right now that has been difficult, okay? And this person is maybe thinking about the situation between you and them, or just so hyper focused on their personal life at the moment. They're trying to heal, and that's why the herb card is there too. So the herb, I'm going to go back to that, because the herb card can speak of, you know, think of herbs, how we add them to things, right? Whether it be to like a dish, or to our homeopathic care, you know, or to our regimen as far as, you know, the supplements we take, right? There's some herbs that can be bad for, or poisonous as well, so we got to be careful what we ingest. So we might want to avoid something, right? So I'm looking at this like they are not sure if they want to add to their situation. And I'm going to go back to, you know, the fear of intimacy here. Okay? They don't know, this is what I'm hearing, they don't know if they want to add to the situation by, add to their struggles, right? Like I said, they already have so much going on in their life, so much issues. They could be trying to protect you. Because I am feeling a little bit of a distance here. Okay? I am feeling a little bit of a distance energy. So they could be trying to keep their distance based on this shadow attribute here, because they don't know if they can add an additional element to their situation at the moment, because it's just too much for them to handle. Okay? There have been a lot of unforeseen circumstances that could be shaking up their foundation or their stability in some way, and is forcing them to reevaluate a lot of things in their life. So if they're keeping their distance, that's why. They don't know if they can add another element to it. It'll just be too much to worry about. Okay? Because with herbs, you can include them or avoid them. You can add them to your daily routine or not. So I feel like it's one of those things that they don't know if they have room in their situation to add another element, so they keep their distance. Okay? That's what I'm getting from that. So let's pull cards for what they would say. What would they say? What would they say? What would they say to stack number 2 person if they could? Oh, that's really nice, actually. It's safe for you to love. Open your heart and give and receive the highest energy of all. So I feel like if they could love you, they would. If they felt the timing was right, they would. Okay? Because they feel that you are safe to love. All right? And this is what I was getting. I feel like if they're keeping their distance, it's because they're trying to protect you from their situation in some way. So it's like the intentions are good. Okay? The intentions are there. There is love there. There is this feeling there. Okay? Because if you could see the energy spreading from her and around her, okay, the little hearts everywhere. So the person who's thinking about you does have feelings for you. They do think about you, but they got so much going on in their own life. They just don't know how to add another element on top of that, which could really shake up their foundation, okay, the 4. So I feel like they're healing. They're trying to get through something first. They do feel like they can love you. Okay, they feel if they could tell you, they would tell you that their heart is open. Okay, their heart is open. That's what they would say if they could. Their heart is open to you. All right, so let's get one more card. What would they say if they could? I feel like they're receptive, okay? Their heart is receptive, but part of me is like hearing the timing is wrong or something. What would they say if they could? Oh, yeah. That they're healing, okay? That is the temperance energy. And this is beautiful that the herb card comes up, okay? Because herbs are healing. They can be medicinal. So, yeah, this person wants to say that they're healing, okay? That they're trying to find a balance within themselves. That they're trying to alchemize things within themselves, okay? They feel that, you know, they love you, that they can love you, that their heart is open to you. It's almost like they're just trying to take care of themselves right now. They're focusing on self-care, all right? And trying to balance things within themselves first before they can approach love. All right, so yeah, they do keep their distance, but it's because when I feel like when they offer this love, they want to make sure that they are at their best before they do. All right, and it's almost like you got to kind of respect that in a sense, because you wouldn't want somebody to only give you bits and pieces of them, right? It's like you want to make sure that when somebody offers love, that they're offering it wholeheartedly and genuinely, right? That's why it says maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit. They could be saving themselves for you too, okay? And not just in that kind of way. It's like they're waiting to get better so that way, you know, they can be their best and offer their best to you, okay? So that's what I'm feeling. So yeah, what they would say is that they care for you, their heart is open to you, but they're healing right now, okay? They're healing right now. And I could also look at the temperance and say that there is this, that they feel that they get along with you, that they blend with you, that they mesh with you, that they vibe with you, that there's a good rapport here, okay? Because the temperance is about blending and mixing of opposing forces or complementing energies to make this mixture, this beautiful mixture. The temperance can also speak of problem solving, okay? So I feel like they're trying to solve their problems, and they would, you know, they just want to say, look, you know, I'm trying to heal, I'm trying to solve my issues, I'm trying to work on me. My heart is open to you. Maybe my heart is open to you at a distance, but it's still open, okay? It's open. And I'm trying to love myself so that way I can turn around and maybe love you, you know? That's what I'm getting from this. So, and I know I'm pulling these cards and then switching them out, but hope you don't mind. Let's get more information in regards to the temperance and the safe for you to love card. So, what would they want to say to you? What else do they want to say? They're going through some kind of change, and I want to say, yeah, transformation, change, rebirth, okay? Because that's what the death card is about. Something about their situation or what they're going through is transforming and changing. Something that they went through recently, okay, whatever this misfortune energy up here is, okay, whatever obstacle or challenges that they recently went through with that card, this card, you know, is a heavy hitter in the sense that it brought a lot of changes into their life. Okay, whatever issues that they're going through, it brought a lot of changes in their life. It ended a lot of things and cycles and situations for them, and they're still trying to heal from it. Okay? They're still trying to heal from it. Serious changes and transformations they're experiencing in their life, and that's why, you know, they have to work out what they have going on, heal themselves, love themselves, learn to love themselves. That's what they would also say. I'm learning to love myself. I'm learning to heal. I'm transforming. I'm changing. I'm trying to be a better version of myself. All right, so it could be Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy. That is the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, and again, it's going back to the energy of stability, right? I'm trying to stabilize myself. Here's the Four of Wands, right? My foundations were shook up. I'm trying to stabilize myself. I'm trying to nurture myself. That's the Queen of Pentacles, okay? So this person really is just focusing on nurturing themselves, healing themselves, working on themselves, and they want you to know that, all right? So, I almost want to say not the Hermit. Oh my gosh, I don't know why I said that. Maybe that person is a hermit. That's why the Virgin card comes up and they keep their distance, right? The fear of intimacy. But the Hermit is also about soul searching too. So yeah, the Temperance is about that alchemizing, right? Within oneself. And that does take soul searching. But I feel like they're trying to find solutions to their problems, okay? To their situation. They're trying to nurture themselves and heal, and they want you to know that. I feel like they would tell you that if they could. All right, they could also see you as the Queen of Pentacles. All right, that's why they feel that you're so lovable over here. Like I feel like they want to tell you that you are lovable, that their heart is open to you. They see you as this nurturing energy. They probably see you as a healer too, because of the Temperance, okay? And maybe they see you as a healer. They see that you change them even. I could see it that way too. I feel like they would tell you that your presence, okay, whether you're communicating or not, healed them in some way. Like you might have nurtured them. Or you have a nurturing quality about you, and that's a very healing energy. And you change them in some way, and that's why they love you, okay? So this is kind of like reading like a no communication reading in a way. But yeah, I feel like they see you as this very nurturing, stable, grounded person as well. Part of me is hearing they're not ready for it yet, because of all this that they're going through, okay? Which is, it's kind of sweet. You know, this is really sweet. I'm feeling like such a sincere vibe from this. Like if the person that you're inquiring about by watching this reading, if you're wondering about them, I feel like they have nothing but good towards you, okay? So the distance that they keep, if that's the case, because that's what I'm picking up, the distance that they keep isn't because they don't love you or care about you or anything like that. It's just because they have a lot of work to do on themselves. A lot of work to do. And rather than have you see them all a mess, okay, in this energy, I feel like they want to, when they do come back and present themselves to you, it's going to be when they are whole and healed within themselves. Oh, okay. I will take it, even though I wanted to shuffle. All right, it says, acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times, we must accept things as they are. There is no point trying to change which is beyond our control. So, yeah, I mean, it's more like just accept what the situation for what it is right now. Be at peace with that, okay? It's like serenity, all right? There's things that are outside of your control or their control at the moment, and they just have to flow, all right? It says, laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer. Yes, we were talking about healing, right? So this does apply in a sense. It's like, you know, I feel like when you do come back together, that you'll be able to heal and laugh and just enjoy each other's company. You know, that might not apply for everybody, but I feel like just remember the good times for now, okay? Just hold that in your heart. Stay in that vibration, all right? In the midst of the difficulty. So let's grab one more card for this, and I'll close this up. Okay, it says your independence is a foundation for your strength and success. So again, we were talking about strong foundations. They're trying to be independent. They're trying to be strong on their own. They don't want to rely on the strength of others right now, because they know they have to do this on their own. So whatever it is they're going through, they feel they need to do it on their own. All right. So I do agree with this. They're trying to build their foundation again. They're trying to rebuild and be strong and heal and focus on themselves right now. Okay. So I'm going to close this out. Number 2, if you feel it connects, please do let me know, because I like hearing from everybody to see, you know, if these are reaching who they need to. Okay. All right, so I'm going to grab a sip here and I will get to stack number 3. Okay, stack number 3, you chose the owl. So I will read the owl to see if somehow it applies to the reading, okay? But I'll do that once I get all the cards on the table. So we want to know who's thinking about you, stack number 3. This is an archetype deck. It'll give us some personality traits, okay? Or maybe tell us what's going on in their world at the moment. Okay, I'm not going to fight it. We want it to fall out. All right, so what do we have? Serving humanity with humility, Messiah. And it says, shadow attribute, exaggerated belief that you are the only means through which a cause can succeed. Okay, so this person might think really highly of themselves. Okay, that's the shadow aspect I'm getting. This is someone who maybe is, I don't know, a light worker, a fellow light worker, or somebody in your soul family. I'm also getting that from this. Okay, he says serving humanity with humility. Somebody who's humble. Okay, but then on the shadow aspect, it does talk about thinking that they're, oh, okay, I'm hearing this, God's gift. Okay, they think they're God's gift. So let's see what else this card has to say. So basically, we want to know who's thinking about stack number 3, people. Who's thinking about you? Let's see if we can get more information. Okay, that flipped over. All right, that's the Ace of Swords. So it could be a Gemini, a Libra, or Aquarius energy, okay, because of the swords. So I feel like this person has gotten some truth or some clarity in their life recently. Okay, so I also see this sort of truth as communication. All right. The person who's thinking about you, I think, they're someone who has gotten a revelation or some kind of truth in their life at the moment. They're someone who's trying to see the truth of a matter. I feel like I need more information, or I feel like I want to pull another one of these cards. Let's get another one of these archetype cards. Who is thinking about stack number 3? Just one more card. Okay, I'm not sure what that is. I should have probably shuffled that out. Whoa. Oh gosh. Okay, we have Messiah and we have God. What the heck? Benevolence and compassion, recognize the internal force within yourself and others. Despotism and cruelty, using power to control people. Okay, this is really weird. This is really weird. Okay, this is somebody who thinks really highly of themselves, who thinks they're like God's gift, I feel. And I said that. And this card comes up. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is weird. Number 3. I need a little bit more information here because I'm actually stumped. I don't usually get stumped, but I'm stumped. I mean, narcissistic? I don't know. Is there somebody out there, you know, who's narcissistic or who treated you like that? Okay. That thought that they were all that and... Okay. Okay, so... This is somebody who thinks really highly of themselves. I've already said that a million times. Someone who thinks they're the best thing out there since sliced bread. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Yeah, this is strange, number 3. You know, and what's crazy is the owl is there, and that does speak of wisdom, right? Ancient knowledge. All right, this could be a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius as well. And the 8 of Cups. Okay, I think I know what this is saying, and I'm sorry that it took me so long to get it, okay? All right. This person who's thinking about you, I feel like you walked away from them. All right. It could have been somebody that you had a stable situation with or a commitment with. But you got your revelation. You got your aha moment in regards to them and who they were and their behavior. Okay. Because the King of Wands energy can be very confident, right? Very confident, very sure of themselves. In a shadow aspect, again, thinks they're all that. They're very egotistical, okay? They can be very headstrong. So the King of Wands energy, yeah, I feel like that's going over here. This is mirroring the God and the Messiah complex over here that we have. Right? I'm not feeling a good energy coming from these 2 cards. I really do feel like they're in the shadow aspect. The King of Wands can be in a shadow aspect very full of themselves. Okay, so I feel like whoever this person was, you'll know who I'm talking about. And you walked away from this person because you got an aha moment. You got your clarity. You got your understanding. You got your sudden revelation in regards to who they really were. Like, I feel like you saw past the facade of this person. Like, I almost want to say you've reached your enlightenment in regards to who this person is. It might have been somebody that you had a strong foundation with at one time, or a long-term situation with, a commitment with them possibly, because a house does speak of stability, commitments, family, marriages. You know, I also see the 4 of Wands sometimes in this because of the 4 pillars. But I feel like there's something you've wised up to, and I'm going to throw the owl in there because, you know, it does speak of wisdom and discernment. All right, intuition. I feel like you wised up, you observed them, you saw them for who they really were. You see the situation and the person clearly now and more deeply for what it all means and symbolizes, okay, with the owl. So I feel like part of this is you, but also them. Like, you got their aha, you got your aha moment in regards to them and what their true personage is, or their true personality is, okay? Because the sword of truth delivers truth and also cuts through the cloud and confusion of a situation. Okay, so I feel like you're not confused about who they really are anymore. That's why you walked away from them. So it's somebody that you walked away from recently with this 8 of Cups. Because you realize that their 8 of Cups, the 8 of Cups they were offering you, I feel like was empty. Like they were empty cups. and they weren't enough to sustain you, and you knew this, you realized this, and you were so fed up, I feel like, with their attitude, okay, in regards to, I'm getting the vibe that this person was self-absorbed, okay, self-absorbed, and wasn't really compassionate or empathic towards you and how you felt. It was always about them, okay? It was always about them. And you saw it. You finally saw it. You finally had that realization. So I think you left this person. This is somebody you recently walked away from. Could be an ex, or maybe an ex-friend, or somebody like that, or a family member who was all about themselves. I'm getting the vibe of a narcissist, okay? Somebody who's really self-absorbed, self-interested into themselves, and doesn't really have compassion or care for other people. It's all about them, and them again, okay? A stubborn person as well. Somebody who's really stubborn. And I'm getting that from the King of Wands energy, so. Could be you. You could be the King of Wands energy, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, who walked away from somebody like this as well, okay? So these could be read reversed, or the roles can be reversed. But the truth has been revealed in some way. Okay? So let's find out what they would say to you. What they would say to you. What would they say to you if they could? Okay, again, it says great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Make the effort. All right, I'm going to pull another card because the vibe that I'm getting from this is in a shadow aspect. So if I was reading this in a shadow aspect, I would say they won't admit it, but they didn't make the effort. All right, but let's see. What else? What would they say to you if they could? That they've changed. Okay, I don't know why I'm getting that. I feel like you walked away from this person because of how self-centered and self-absorbed that they were. And you realized that. You woke up to that truth about them. You walked away. The Eight of Cups is definitely walking away from those who no longer serve you. Okay? And walking towards your truth. Okay, here's the Ace of Swords. So I feel like you walked away from them because you knew it was the right thing to do. And as long as they were in that energy, you weren't going to have it. Okay, that's what I'm getting from that. The Wheel of Fortune does speak of what goes around comes back around. All right, so I don't know if this person is trying to, after you walked away from them, I don't know if they're trying to walk back into your life or try to come back in and make the effort. Part of me is hearing they would want a second chance, that they've changed, because the Wheel of Fortune does speak of change. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune does speak of change and transitions. Things falling out of your life to make room for new. All right. So I do want to take one of these to get a little bit more information. What would they say to you? Oh, look at that. Letter. They want to communicate. They do want to communicate. I feel like they want to say that they've changed. That they've changed. They want to communicate. This is about phone calls, emails, texts, any kind of communication or correspondence. I feel like they want to call you. And offer the Ten of Cups. Oh boy. Okay. This is kind of cool in a way. All right. And the reason why, I don't like their attitude so much, but the reason why this is kind of cool is because I said, you know, they were offering you 8 empty cups. They were offering you 8 empty cups. That's why you walked away. So I feel like they were only offering 8 cups. You knew it. It wasn't going to be enough to sustain you. Now they want to try to come back and offer 10 cups. They want to make the effort. They've changed, or there's something that has shifted in their life to change things for them with the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like karma, like they got their karma, they learned. All right. And they want to come back and offer this 10 of Cups. They want to communicate that to you. Because the 10 of Cups is all about, you know, family, marriage, fulfillment, happiness. I feel like they realize now a little too late that you were their 10 of Cups. They see it now, but at the time they weren't offering that to you when they should have, and that's why you walked away from it. They were too self-absorbed, too into themselves. They didn't really consider your feelings in the situation, and that's why you left. There might have been passion there with that King of Wands and attraction, sexual attraction and all of that, but, you know, that can only go so far. You know, it doesn't sustain you forever. Okay, you need something substantial, and that's why when you get to that point where you need something substantial, you walk away from the 8 cups, because you know that that's all it's ever going to be is 8 cups. And, you know, naturally we want to journey towards 9 and then 10 cups, right? So that's the vibe I'm getting from that. I feel like the Ace of Swords was your aha, but your new beginning too. It was your fresh start. And you woke up to your truth. You were discerning. You followed your intuition. And that intuition cut someone out, okay? Cut that person out and freed you up so you can walk away from them. Because you realized the truth that this person was never going to change, okay? And that you might as well cut your losses while you had the chance. I feel like you knew your own strength, or you realized your own strength, that you had what it took to walk away from it as well. Because it says here, recognizing the internal force within yourself. So I feel like, yeah, that was your Ace of Swords moment when you did recognize it within yourself. I'm sorry, I said 8 of Swords. That was your Ace of Swords moment when you recognized that within yourself and then walked away with the 8 of Cups. So yeah, it's crazy. This person, I think, wants to try to offer that 10 of Cups. They want to try to come back around, because sometimes with the Wheel of Fortune, you know, X can try to come back in. I feel like you're having your new beginning, but they want to try to make a second round into your life. But I feel like I feel like here you are, happy, living your best life, and you're kicking them to the curb. They want to try to make the effort, but you're not. You're too busy having your own fun or doing your own thing. And here is, like, this guy's holding the Ace of Cups. Maybe you are also entertaining new love as well, and you don't have time for it. But maybe this is the person also trying to offer the Ace of Cups. I could see it so many different ways. The universe may be trying to bring this person back around, or this person is contemplating coming back around because they see the error of their ways. And it's like they want to make the effort now. They feel that it says great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So they feel that they have to. It's either now or never, or they'll lose you. I feel like that's what they would want to say. That they want to offer this 10 cups because they see how wrong they were, and that they're willing to take the risk, or they want to take the risk because they see you as that 10 of cups. So let's get one of these love oracles just to get a little bit more information on this situation. So this person, maybe an ex or somebody you were involved with before that you walked away from, they are thinking about you. And if they could tell you, or if they've had the courage to tell you, they would want to reconcile with you, I think, because they see you as the 10 cups. They see you as the 10 cups. And I feel like they want to reach out. Okay, they want to send you a message and tell you that. They want a second chance with you with the Wheel of Fortune. They're willing to take a risk because the Wheel of Fortune, you know, it's kind of, think about like the roulette wheel at a casino, right? You don't know where that ball is going to land, but you're throwing it out there anyway. I feel like that's what they want to do. They want to throw it out there and communicate with you to see what happens. You know, maybe you will forgive them. Maybe you will take them back. Maybe you won't, but they're willing to take that chance, or they want to take that chance. I feel like there's a contemplation there, though, with that Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so there's 2 that fell out. Freedom. There's nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. Whoa, okay. It says, give thanks for the blessing of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. So some kind of love is coming your way. All right. And I feel like they're trying to work themselves up to a point where they feel that they have nothing to lose by reaching out. Because it says there's nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. So let's get one more card for this. Go outside. You've been indoors too long. Go outside and get some fresh air. I feel like I got that in another reading, didn't we? Anyway, whenever I get this, I do feel like it's telling you to step outside your own box a little bit. Now, I don't know if that's for you or for the other person. I also want to say, go clear your heads if they do come back, so that way you can think about it. Like, you're going to have a moment to really think about it. Clear your mind. And then there goes the Ace of Swords again with that, right? I feel like they're trying to step outside their own box too in order to approach you with this. I did feel hesitation. Anyway, maybe go outside, get some fresh air, and not think about it at all. That too. So I hope this connects for you. If it has, please do let me know. This is different for me. This is the first time I've ever done one of this kind of pick a card. So if it connects, I'd like to know about it. Leave me a comment in the comment section down below. Check me out on Etsy, Instagram, and Twitter. Yeah, and I'll see you when I get back from vacation, okay? So sending much love and blessings to everybody watching. Much love. I'll see you soon. Take care. Love you. Bye.